what I call an opportunity economy. An economy where
US Vice President Kamala Harris used her first major solo interview to push her economic message and dinged Donald Trump as the Democratic presidential nominee moved to address some of her biggest vulnerabilities.
if you want to know who someone cares about, look who they fight for.
Harris's interview with MSNBC comes amid ongoing Republican criticism of her limited engagement with journalists. But this solo interview, which many point out at times resembled a friendly chat, is unlikely to quell their criticisms. But it seemed to be all about the economy for Harris.
Bidenomics is working.
Bidenomics is working.
We have the strongest economy.
Our economy is the strongest in the world.
My Build Back Better framework
Our Build Back Better framework,
to a steady and stable growth.
stable and steady growth.
We've come so far since my inauguration.
Our country has come a long way since President Biden and I took office.
In the MSNBC interview, Harris responded to Republican claims that she is a socialist, just hours after addressing the Economic Club of Pittsburgh, where she argued for higher tax rates on businesses and higher tax rates for billionaires.
I am a capitalist. I believe in free and fair markets. The third pillar of our opportunity economy is leading the world in the industries of the future and making sure America, not China, wins the competition for the 21st century.
On November 5th, we will see.
Donald Trump, meanwhile, has held a rally in North Carolina where he pledged a 15% Made in America tax rate for products produced in the United States.
The centerpiece of my plan is for a manufacturing renaissance, which will be a 15% made in America tax rate. In other words, if you make your product in America, so the tax rate was practically close to 50%. Some people would say 38, but when you added it all up, some companies are paying much more with state and local, much more than 50%.
In this election, we each face a question. What kind of country do we want to live in?
In a series of contrasting speeches, Kamala Harris and Donald Trump presented their visions for the US economy, particularly focusing on revitalizing domestic manufacturing. While Trump promised further tax cuts and trade restrictions to take other countries' jobs,
We choose freedom.
in contrast, observers highlight that Harris's economic agenda so far has been less defined. Parmeshwar Bawa for NDTV World.